Hello, and welcome to QuantPy. We demonstrate the analysis of Black-Scholes cash or nothing tool with a problem, from the exotics option chapter of the House book, which is shown here for convenience. If you have already watched one of our Black-Scholes video, then you might want to fast forward through the inputs part. So let's map the question text to the tool inputs, one input at a time, moving between the inputs with the tab key. Notice we remove the percentage format, and enter 20% as 0.2. Same goes for the discount rate and the yield. We will need to divide 6 months by 12 to get the yearly equivalent, because that is what the tool expects. Before hitting the button, let's double check all the inputs. We don't want to see a blank page. After all that typing, all seems good, so let's get going. The first part is the same output we saw before, but now we have added visuals to the output. The first new section shows how the price changes with each of the inputs. We see that the option price increases as the stock price increases, because this is a call option, which pays when the stock price is higher than the strike, so it makes sense that the price goes up with the underlying price. The strike graph is a mirror image of the stock chart. The remaining graphs in this section can be interpreted in a similar way. Let's look at how the price changes with volatility. As you can see, the relationship between price and volatility is more complicated now, compared to what we saw in the vanilla options section. Mind the scale. It goes from almost 0 to 1000%, but it is good to see how the price behaves in the extreme. The next section then gives price and Greeks as functions of stock price, for different levels of volatility. We plotted these as functions of stock price, because that is the main underlying. You can see that the profile shifts visibly as one changes volatility, up and down. And in the final section, we reproduce the same visuals but for different maturities. Before you go back to play with the tool, here are some examples of quant interview questions. If you know all the answers, that's good, and if you don't, then that is just as fine. Just think of these questions when you are playing with the tool. We wish you a happy interaction with QuantPy.